things he was describing are really, I mean, they're offensive, and they're totally a step with the role of a minister. But I think that Jay Carney, speaking for the president, finds himself in this awkward position where the president never wants to comment on any religious leaders or any churches.
And we pointed out in the story, Reverend Leon offered benediction at George W. Bush's events and presided over services for other presidents as well.
Look, I think this speaks to the Episcopal Church and not to Obama or the religious right. The Episcopal Church, it used to be said of it a generation ago, was the American establishment at prayer. And now it's the American left at prayer. And I think that's one of the reasons it and the other mainline denominations are in such decline. Because if you want a message like what Reverend Leon delivered, you go to a Democratic Party meeting or a pro-choice rally. You don't go to church. But I would, and I do agree, this is a deliberate attempt. The guy knew that the press would be there. This is a way for an ambitious cleric to make himself heard and to make news. But I would give the president a pass on this. This is not like Jeremiah Wright, in whose church he sat for 20 years, who was his mentor, who married him. This is a church where all presidents have gone, from James Madison on. It was an appearance that had no connection intrinsic with him. I don't think he owes him any allegiance. And I think what Jay Carney said is that he has every right to stay away from this. I don't think it implicates him at all. But what I found incredibly offensive is that the language used was a reflection, an echo of the language that Ted Kennedy had used when the nomination of Robert Bork was announced, where he went into this calumny, libel against Bork, where he basically said he's a racist, he's a sexist, etc., etc. There was an echo of that in here. It was a gratuitous statement and a complete disgrace. But I would not, I'd put it all on the Reverend and not on the President.